Well, we had to cut the e-brake cable, but it's gonna move.
Everything out from under it?
Yeah, you're good.
These are mine. Just playing with you.
Those are nice, man.
We got plenty of tools.
Just put a stocking gift.
Oh, okay.
He's the one to give them out.
Let's see if this works. Oh, I forgot about the shift interlock. Oh, it works perfectly. On today's episode of Watch JR Go, Eric and I have traveled to the middle of Missouri, far across the Kansas border, and picked up a car I've wanted to own for so many years. To move this thing, we had to cut the e-brake cable. You can see it hanging down there. It would not move one bit, which is funny. It has a bad transmission, but reverse was working fine. We tried to back it out of the little lean-to it was in, and it just stuck. So the front end was just pushing the rear wheels. Eventually we gave up on that, cut the e-brake, and got this thing going. So let's get back to Wichita, get this off the trailer, and start working on it. If this thing has a working battery, it'll be the best thing I bought in all of 2021. It looks like the battery is completely dead. Yeah, the lights didn't even blink in here.
It ran for like 30 minutes too.
I know, right? Oh, the security light's on. Hey! What? No way!
Aztecs don't have interior lights, dog.
Aztek's just doing work. Hey, tell me if I'm good.
You're good, just go straight back.
Okay, coming back.
Straight back. Yep, send it.
Full send.
Full send. Call out to Cindy Crawford.
We are good. I am absolutely amazed that this thing started back up.
Front lights work minus the right marker light.
Nice, nice. What is going on, guys? I am Watch JR Go, and today I'm here with a car I've always wanted to own. Mostly because everyone hates it. And I've wanted one since the day the internet got mad about these. I don't think anyone else really did. This is my 2004 Pontiac Aztek, powered by the 3.4 liter V6. And it's one of the later model ones. This is an 04, and it has all of the painted cladding. The early ones, of course, are the classic Aztek look. All of this stuff is just plastic and gray, and the paint stops right here, right? All the rest on the OG Azteks is just plastic cladding, kind of like a first-gen Avalanche. And we're gonna go around this thing, we're gonna talk about it real quick, and I'll show you some of the features I wish it had, and some of the features that are on the way. So, here we go. Coming around the Aztek first, we have the really good, like the tri-wise, kind of like my Saab. This is probably the ultimate wheel on the Aztek right here. They're 16s, and it's got really good tread on this for what I paid for the car. I bought it, of course, for $1,000, and we pulled it out of a barn. This was a guy's fishing truck. He drove it all over the country forever with the windows all the way open, just the way it sits, and just drove it into the ground. So Eric and I drove 6 hours, like I said before, to go pick up this Aztek, and he said the transmission was out, but when we got there, of course, the e-brake was fully stuck on. We had to cut that with a Dremel tool, and I'm gonna have to replace the e-brake cable because somewhere in there it's completely locked up. We tried everything we could to free it up, and we even tried to get the drums to move with a sledgehammer. It was not happening. This thing was locked up. So like I said, we cut the cable. The guy said the transmission was bad, but we put it in gear and drove it right on the trailer. So this is it. It's here now, and here's our tour of it. So coming inside, we have, this was sold as the Sport Recreational Vehicle. This is an SRV, not an SUV. And obviously it's very small. It was built on the minivan platform. The Buick Rendezvous is the same car. That was Tiger Woods' car or Shaq's car, one of the two. And it also shares the platform with the Pontiac Montana. I think that was Pontiac's minivan back then. Inside here, we have what is just so dirty, it's hard to show you guys any of this. We're gonna do a whole video detailing this car because it's just, what a crazy project to bring this back to life. And I think it'll come back. But we've got auto lights, which is awesome. Fog lights, you push for fog lights. The door light switch seems like it's starting to work here. It didn't work when I picked it up. We have the red gauge lighting, check it out. It's a Pontiac signature right there because red has less eye strain. And Johnson Controls themselves built this dash. And Johnson Controls builds a lot of stuff for a lot of companies, but pretty cool that they built this. There was an optional heads-up display, and unfortunately, I don't have it. I wish I did. That was like I mean, if you had a heads-up display in the 2000s, that was the king of all cars at that point. We have the CD player, but not the Pioneer CD player. I think there was a Pioneer CD player, options for steering wheel controls. This is a pretty low option car. I just have a normal CD player. If you have the Pioneer system, there's controls in the back, inside the hatch. So when you're sitting on the tailgate hanging out with your friends, you can leave the system on and control it back there like a boat. All the new boats have remotes in the back, so when you're sitting on the swim deck, you can control everything. That's how this was, and it was great. I love stuff like that. Climate control is a standard old single, you know, fan speed and red-blue setup climate control. Nothing special there, no auto or anything. That switch there beside the hatch switches is just a filler. It's probably actually a feature that I don't have, maybe the 4-wheel drive or something like that. This is a 2-wheel drive model as well. It was available with the VersaTrack 4-wheel drive system. I'm super, super happy this one is not. As always, I hate working on 4-wheel drive cars, and I cannot wait to fix this thing, if there's even anything wrong with it. We've got a shifter console that doesn't work because the solenoid here that lets you move the shifter is not working correctly. So here's the rest of the console. You have to rip it off, and you have to pull out this pin right here to be able to drive it. So that's an easy fix, no big deal there. The shifter interlock's fine. We've got a broken glove box straight out of Breaking Bad. If you remember in the first season of Breaking Bad, the glove box is broken in Walter White's Aztek. Maybe this is just his car. Maybe he just wrapped it or something because he was trying to hide from the feds. Another super innovative feature here. Here's the center console. Check it out. There's the remote. It's trash. It doesn't work. I tried it once. And underneath this, we have the CD and change holder and weirdly some pencil lead. This is a removable cooler, which is just awesome. You could put your lunch in this or something, and then you flip the handle up, and you've got a cooler. You can take it with you wherever you want. Underneath it, it's nasty. Kind of the theme of this car is it's nasty. Oh, the mirrors and the visors aren't even lighted. Wow, they just did not care. It looks like the radio antenna's in the windshield though. We got a big grid up there. Looks like our old Russian radar array. The display doesn't light up. That's unfortunate.
Week when he was waiting for his wife to
come out. Well, technically the radio does work, even if the display doesn't, and it sounds terrible. Oh, the wipers do work. But, oh, they even spray, look at that. Wow. When we turn the key here, we have, let's see, 227,000 miles on the clock. Service engine light is typically on, low fuel light's on, and the change engine oil light is on as well. The power mirrors still work, which is kind of crazy. And we've got auto windows on the driver's side, and all the other windows are manual, window lockout. And these lights are green, which is weird. I think they were all red, but kind of weird, they're green. We've got seat airbags, all of this cool interior styling with a big grab handle in the middle. An HVAC system that's probably full of dirt. Coming in the back here, it has standard back seats. Really nothing special. You guys can take a quick look around there. At least you can pull the center seat belt out and it retracts up into the roof. We've got the innovative gas cap here that doesn't have a cover at all and has a huge leash so it can hang down there. That's pretty gross. You know that seal's not doing anything with all that dirt on there. If anyone wants to steal gas from you though, there's basically nothing you can do about that. And now let's get the hatch open and head back there. Can't even open the keyhole, there's so much dirt in there. It's just nothing but dirt falling out of everything. That it's unusable, and we're trying to open the hatch, and we can't. We've got Scott holding the hatch up here. The hatch is also great because it has this Margaritaville sticker, which is just perfect. It embodies this car.
It does.
And we've got 12-volt power back here, tons of storage. Oh, look at that, I've got the air suspension on here, and there's the air compressor. I don't see the hose, but it's really cool to have the air. There's the hose. Can't beat that. Anyway, this thing's full of junk, absolutely nasty in the back. Oh, tailgate won't open at all. This is gonna be a super fun project to bring back to life. Anyway, let's close the hatch and keep right on going.
I mean,
it almost shut right. Look at all the dirt flying out.
that was insane.
There's the air suspension. There's where the spare is supposed to be, if you can move it, because it's probably just full of dirt. There's our cut e-brake line right there. You can see we just chopped that off and the thing started moving immediately. And it's kind of clean underneath. There's no rust. The dirt has protected this thing from ever rusting. Of course, the one thing you're all gonna ask for is, did you get the tent and did you get the mattress? There was a camping package for this. The answer is no. It did not come with the camping package. Obviously, it's destroyed. The answer is also yes. I just paid a lot of money for the entire camping package, and it's on the way. And I can't wait to show it to you guys. We're gonna set it all up, and we'll take this thing camping. It'll be one of the coolest things that I think has ever been on YouTube, honestly. An Aztek actually going camping and somebody setting up the tent. Never really seen it before. Really cool front end lighting. It looks better than the Cherokee, that's for sure. And fog lights might have been an option on this thing. Back to the styling for just a second here before we get underneath the hood. This is why people hated it. They said it had too many eyes and it didn't look enough like people, because cars typically look like people, right? There's always that element of maybe some eyes and a nose, and that's how they design the front end of most cars. Well, this is actually just what all SUVs look like today. Back in its day, it was just way ahead of its time. And honestly, now when I see one of these, I'm like, yeah, that looks good. And you know, even better, the guy who designed the Aztek went on to design the C7 Corvette, which is just, I mean, it's unbelievable. That car's perfect. This is the Z06 at least. I love his work. Here it is in all of its glory. Let's get under the hood. This thing has a 4-speed automatic mated to this 3400 with bad hood struts. Every strut on this thing is bad. It starts right up. It runs and drives. $1,000. Hard to beat the deal. It looks like it's going to need valve cover gaskets and maybe a transmission, or maybe we can fix it with Ruckus Transfix. It'd be cool if we can fix this for literally a $7 bottle. But first, we're gonna get this thing cleaned up so we can actually work on it, and maybe polish these lights until they work or replace them. But it's gonna need a lot, but that's my 2004 Pontiac Aztek. One of the most usable vehicles ever. I mean, it was sold as like the extreme off-roading. I mean, I'll throw a picture of the concept up right now. They just wanted this to be an everything car, and it was supposed to have like a washout interior, and it was really crazy, the story of how this thing came to be. It was named one of the like top 100 worst cars of all time, and people blame Pontiac's demise on this car, but I don't think that's right. That was just kind of a timing thing. It's a really cool car. Hopefully you guys are excited. We're gonna go through basically everything on the channel, fix all the air suspension, make it drive right, get all the lights off, and sell it after we go camping or something like that. First, we're gonna clean what might be the dirtiest car on the entire internet. So that's coming up soon. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjrgo.com where you can get cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time. You excited to detail this?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, this is easy.
Yeah.
Just a couple minutes, I think.
Yeah, just a few minutes.
It's a maintenance wash.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
You know, obviously, it's probably ceramic coated.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it is.
Well taken care of.
Yeah, very well.
Garage kept, never
Yes.
driven in rain.
No, and never down dirt roads.
Never off-roaded.
No, never.
The color change PPF.
Oh yeah, that is, you know, you can modify it whatever color you want.
Change PPF.
You probably just need like 1,000 rolls of that PPF.
Yeah.
Get them at Walmart. No big deal.